welcome to the Craft House Magic set of vlogs. So part one of this series is where I showed you my sewing machines I use for my dressmaking, but now I'm going to show you the other three machines that I have. So let's get started. So this is the oldest of my sewing machines. It's a Huskystar 207. Basically, Husqvarna is a product of Huskystar and Viking sewing machines merging quite some years ago, and this was actually a machine that I had when I was 15, so I've still got it. I still use this machine for going to sort of sewing classes because it's nice and light compared to my big quilting machine, and it does all sorts of sort of simple things. It's fine for doing straight stitching and zigzag and buttonholes and things, so great for doing some classes. I'll just show you how it sews. It's just a sort of simple standard machine really. It hasn't got the automatic lift that my old machine has, and if you want to do a reverse stitch I need to use this button here. Just going to do a reverse. So there we go, you can see that's just a standard stitch, but it does do zigzag and sort of other things, but ideal for doing classes with. And it's still going after all those years. This is my Janome Memorycraft 200E, and it's my embroidery machine. It does different motifs. I have a embroidery hoop here which I put my fabric in. Attach it to this bit here, and then it does its embroidery all by itself, which is very cool. So I'm going to pop this bit of fabric with some interfacing on inside this hoop, and I'll give you a bit of a demonstration. So I've got the hoop in place, and I've selected a really simple design just to show you, and it says that it'll only take 3 minutes to run, and I just need to start it by pressing this button. So there we are, that's finished. I just picked a random thread, so it wasn't a very planned project, but there's all sorts of embroideries that I can do with the machine. I just don't use it enough really. So this is my vintage Jones sewing machine, and I just thought I'd tell you a bit about some of the dials and knobs on there. So this one here tells me the stitch length that I've got it set to, and there's left, middle and right, which just refers to the position of the needle. So left would be this way and right would be that way, and it's in the middle now. This is the tension discs for the thread. This knob here regulates the pressure foot tension, depending on whether you've got like normal or thick fabric. So the way you thread it is slightly different to what I'm used to. So you need to thread it through these two little thread holders here, round the tension discs, round this little metal bit, through there. And then we need to go through this little hole here. So I've now threaded it through the little hole. I'm going back through there, and there's actually a little hook that's just inside there. I'm not sure whether you can really see it. There's a little hook there, and then just before you get to the needle there's another little place to put the thread as well before you actually thread the needle itself. And what's interesting is, because the bobbin is a sort of side loading bobbin just in there, hope you can see it, it means that the needle is actually placed slightly differently. So the flat part of the needle comes to this side of the machine, so that when you're threading it, you're threading it from left to right, which I think is really interesting. So I'll get that threaded and I'll show you how it stitches. So I thought I'd show you it sewing. So I've got a little scrap of fabric, and the lever for the presser foot's just at the back of the machine. put the needle into the work and then we can sew some. It's done a straight stitch. I haven't got matching thread on the bobbin, but it does a pretty good job for an old machine and it's very beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed my little tour of sewing machines. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!